All right, you've built a catalog. What's next? Well, next is you have to let people know. You have to somehow let people know that you have a catalog. Now, back in my day, it was actually the same. I am a child of the 70s and 80s, but I also started my career in the 90s and my main music career in the late 90s and early 2000s. And we did have the internet when I started. So I kind of lucked out. When I was ready to get really pro and really build a music business, I had the internet. I was in computers early because my dad brought home an IBM PC in 1980. And so I learned how to do computer stuff early. And so I wasn't afraid of HTML coding when it came out and when I was able to do it. And so when I was able to have a website, which was about 1995 or 96, I had one. And so I was one of the early people online and early people letting people know that I was there. I did start out rather low tech with business cards and handed them out to work locally. But eventually I did build websites and started being in the search engines of the time, which were not Google. The search engine of the time was Alta Vista or Yahoo. Those were the search engines that people were searching to find music producers who did a certain kind of music. And I did jazz and I did gospel and I did certain genres that they wanted to. And when I did it, they had a catalog to look at that I had put up, first of my music and then other people I was working for. So the website was very important, and it still is. It's still a great place to show off what you're doing. Yeah, you can have a YouTube site. You can have Instagram and TikTok. You can do all that stuff. But you need a place to lead them back to. A website that shows who you are, and what you sound like. You have an about section that's got a little bio on you and talks about your background. Be serious. This isn't a place to be like, yo, I like to make beats. This is Eric Copeland has been making music for over 25 years and blah, 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 blah. This is the impressive thing that you're trying to show potential people who are going to pay you money. So about section is very important. Photos of you working with other people is huge. Yes, selfies are great, but guess what else is great? Photos of not you. Photos of people working in the studio. Photos of people who are doing the thing that they want to do. You want people looking at your website and you want them seeing you, but you also want them seeing people at microphones. You want them seeing engineers and them posing with the engineers. You want to have pictures of the studios that you can work at. Your studio, if it looks nice, or the studios that are local to you. They're not your studios, but guess what? Clients don't know that. Clients don't know that they're not your studios. All they know is that you are a producer at these studios. And then offering the services that you have. You want to make a page that just talks about all the services and certainly contact info. It's a place people can go to find out about you because they can look all day at your YouTube. That's great. They can look at your Instagram all day. That's great. They can look at your TikToks all day. But when it's time, they need a link to go to find out really more about you. The people who are going to spend money, the people who are going to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars with you, they need to see a website, just like you want to see a website for any company you're going to buy something from, right? The other way that you're going to let people know is social media. YouTube, I think, is the biggie. I'm going to suggest that anybody starting a business in 2025 should have a YouTube channel talking about your business, talking about what you do. Would you trust me and pay me to do coaching if all I had was a website? No. You come to this YouTube channel and you get free content and you watch it over and over. And then eventually you say, hey, I need to talk to Eric, or I need to take one of his courses, or I need one of his free ebooks, or something like that. Instagram is another one. TikTok is another one. Facebook pages and your personal page, but also Facebook professional pages. All these are important, and all these are important to build. And if you can get YouTube / make music income, Instagram / make music income, TikTok / make music income, Facebook / make music income. I have all those. Substitute make music income with whatever your business is called and make it easy to spell, make it easy to remember. The first thing I did when I started Make Music Income, or I start any music brand at all, is I go and make sure that name that I've picked for that business is available at all of these, as well as the .com for the website, as well as gmail.com. So it can be that at gmail.com. And probably some other places too, but those are the main ones. And if it's not available at any of those or most of those, I don't even try the brand. So come up with a producing brand I came up with Creative Soul Records, and Creative Soul Online is what I use. Start a channel of some kind. Offer regular free content. What you're watching right now is free content, but that regular free content builds trust. And the one thing you have to do as a producer is build trust, and so that they will pay you the money that you need to make full-time music income. And start a mailing list of possible clients that you can tell, hey, I've got a new video out talking about my new studio, or I've got a video out showing how I was working yesterday composing with a client, or here's a video of a client performing that we did their album last week. And then that mailing list directs them back to your channel and the free content, and all of this just kind of continues to grow, just like this channel does, or any channel that you might watch does. And that's one reason why we spend this much time doing these videos, is because it will hopefully bring us more clients.